And with these cuts right before the holidays, many are wondering how these families are going to get by. Here's Gina now with more.
All right, Stephen, thank you. Joining me this morning is Major Bob Parker from the Salvation Army. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, I understand that the United Way has already set aside funds to help these families, and of course, the Salvation Army is an agency of United Way. Tell us about these funds and how they'll be used.
Well, the United Way has set some funds aside that can be used. I think primarily the ones I'm familiar with are through the food bank, and to be able to distribute some food to those families as that need begins to arise for them.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, of course, helping families is nothing new for the Salvation Army. You guys have been doing this for years. How exactly is the need, and what do you provide?
Well, at the Salvation Army, we're really meeting basic needs as well as shelter and that type of thing. But really any need that a person has, whether it's clothing or it's food or whether it's help to keep them from becoming homeless with a utility bill or rent payment. Those are the kind of things that the Salvation Army is doing every day.
How many families would you say, estimated, would you have helped?
Well, over the course of a year, really thousands of families in one way or another. So there's always plenty to do.
You know, you hear the stories of these miners being laid off, and the cost of everything is going up, including the cost of food. Where would you say most people need the help the most, and is there a change in the need from year to year for you? Are you seeing that? It's
interesting. We were talking before we went on air. There's just never a good time for a layoff. The holidays is a difficult time as well. But I think it's just a matter of needing help, especially in those times, and stretching those dollars. It's just across the board so that you have enough to put food on the table. And you have enough to pay those utility bills so that you can keep the lights on and the heat on and keep that place that you call home. So all of those things, just stretching those dollars in order to keep your family together.
Well, of course, you couldn't do this alone. How can folks at home help?
Well, I think the best way is to support some of those agencies that help families like this. Certainly, you mentioned the United Way. Those who are in need of assistance, call the 211 connection. That's a good way to find out how to get some help. And then support those agencies that you have confidence in. The United Way is in the middle of their campaign right now. It's a great time to support them, and agencies like the Salvation Army that are helping families every day.
So if there's a family out there that does need help, what should they do?
Well, I would suggest as a first stop, dial that 211 number. That's a great place to start. And then come see us at the Salvation Army and let us see if we can help you as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for all you do. Our hearts and prayers go out to those families affected by these layoffs.
Thank you.
Major, thanks for being here. Stephen, back to you.